There it is, still in the truck after picking it up at the freight depot. That's my new EA attachment root grapple. It's a 54-inch model. Has a single lid or a single clamshell on top. So I ordered that maybe about 2.5 weeks ago, I believe, and a little over 2.5 weeks. They make them for you as you wait, so it's fresh from the factory. As you can see, it's still on the skid. I went to the freight depot and they just loaded it up onto my truck. That grapple weighs around 450 pounds, 440 pounds in that range on the skid. So I'm gonna get it out of the truck here now, and we're gonna unwrap it and let you check it out together. I did open up this plastic a little bit because I was working with the hoses for it, but it seems to be in pretty good shape. You can see there's some scuffing there where they banged it around with the forklift probably a little bit, but hey, it's a grapple, so it's gonna get beat up, so I'm not too worried. As long as nothing's broken, should be fine. So let's get the L3301 out and with the pallet forks and pick it off here and see what we've got. Pretty easy. I still maintain that pallet forks for a tractor is one of the best attachments you can have. These clip on with a quick attach, of course, and I really need to do a video on those. I've been getting behind on my videos, but anyway, let's get back to the grapple. Still #1. A lot of people like these grapples though, and they think they're #1, so we're gonna try that out. So anyway, there's the new grapple, 54-inch wicked grapple from Everything Attachments. You can see the little sticker there. So we're just checking it out here. I'm gonna unwrap it. All right, so we're gonna use a pocket knife, cut all the plastic off. Just take a second. And now we have to take the banding off. It's right here. Make sure you wear leather gloves when you do this. That banding can be really tight when you cut it with your side cutters, and it can snap and smack you in the hand. So just to protect you from getting cut, wear some leather gloves. Let's check it out here. I like all these slats in the back to try to keep the brush from getting into the loader boom. It's pretty nice. Very well made for the most part, I think. Welds look really good. I like this detail, how they've bent that to provide a little lateral stability, and then they welded the teeth. So you can see these teeth are doubled up. They're not replaceable, but for general use, I think they'd last quite a while, and they're very, very sharp, which I'm curious how that'll work when you try to dump something. It may try to hang on those, but we'll see. This is a completely unbiased review. I bought this with my own money, and so we're just going to review it for everybody. I'm just going to point out the things I like and the things I don't like, and it's a little bit of an investment. They're kind of expensive, and so you want to see what you're getting for your money. But I tell you, it'd be hard to really build this for the price they charge. there's a lot of welding, a lot of steel there. Of course, the cylinder. It's a pretty good unit, and they ship it to you, for free if you're within like 1,000 miles of their office or their shop. So really not too bad a deal, honestly. So very good quality for the price, I'd say that for sure. I do like the lightning holes they've put in there. I believe they do those on a laser table. They cut them out. That does make a big difference when you're running these on small tractors, or even pretty much any kind of tractor, unless it's like a big construction tractor, because tractor loaders typically are fairly underpowered compared to like a compact track loader or a skid steer or something like that, or a full-size backhoe. So they need you need to try to get a lightweight attachment to maximize lifting capacity. So that's the reason they put all these holes in there. Like I said, it's around, I think, 440 pounds, 430 pounds. I may annotate it later with the correct figure there on the video, but of course it has a quick attach on there, so you can hook it to any standard quick attach. On to the next step. I guess I'll bring the L3301 out and hook it up and show you how that works. It goes really quick. I wanted to show you this cylinder here. It is made in China. I know Everything Attachments is really big on trying to make everything in the United States, which is great because it gives everybody a job. But it does have a Chinese-made cylinder on it, and it's possible that it's hard to get that particular cylinder, or to get one get it at the right price where the customer doesn't feel it. So I just wanted to mention that. Of course, there's their little American flag logo. It does have Parker hoses on it, which look really good, and so those should be good. They got like a tough cover on them, I believe. And then there's my quick attach couplings I've installed, so we'll see how those work. So I just wanted to mention about the cylinder. A little bit disappointing about that, but we'll see how it works. My phone is made in China as well, and it works well. So, of course, not everything's that's made in China is bad. So, but of course, in the United States, we're always big on trying to buy American-made products because it supports our own people and gives them jobs and lets them eat and so forth. So, anyway, enough of that. Let's get the tractor out. There it is on the L3301. Looks pretty good. The quick attach seems to connect up well. So the next thing is to route my hoses here from it and see how I can get those connected to my remotes right there on the loader boom. Also, I wanted to mention it does have grease fittings on everything, which is really nice. That takes a few extra steps, of course, to do that, and that's much appreciated to keep everything greased up well. So I'll need to grease it. The cylinder also has grease pins, so that's good. Well, it's the next day. I ran out of daylight, so I've got the grapple put on, as you saw in that previous clip, and got the hoses run, and it seems to be doing pretty well. You can see how the hoses go down, around, into my third function. This third function is a Landpride part for the L3301. You can see the hoses run up to here. For some reason they use these gigantic 3/4 quick connects up here on the valve body. Not exactly sure why they do that, but they work pretty well. Obviously they got plenty of flow there. Then over here is my control stick. I'm going to paint this make it look a little bit better. It's a little chunky or a little awkward, but it'll look a lot better all painted black. This actually was a gold anodized part, and I already painted that. I need to do a little touch-up work there. Then the power cable runs down to the valve, and then the wire goes all the way up to the battery and connects on its own fuse. So that controls always has power even when the key's off. I'm not completely crazy about that, but at least it's protected by a fuse, so it should be okay. So anyway, let's go back to the Grapple, excuse me. So up here, there's my Landpride quick connects. These are 1/2 inch quick connects, and then they're stepped down to a 3/8 MPT fitting for the hoses. So I had to put all that together. I used Permatex pipe thread dope there on the threads, and you really got to crank those down to get them tight, keep them from leaking. Also, this hoses on grapples are always an issue, and management of the hoses to prevent them from getting hung up are an issue. So what I'm doing right now is I actually have these little bungee cords. It's the little bungee cords you might see like at Tractor Supply or Walmart. I have 2 of them. They're basically a loop with a ball on the end. I have 2 of them looped together, and it actually works pretty well as a simple way of maintaining tension on that hose to prevent it from getting hung up on anything. I do plan to wrap the hoses in this material like this nylon anti-abrasion wrap that you put on the hoses, and I'll have to order some of that or get some at the hydraulic shop. This is a 54-inch model, and I think it fits perfect on that little L3301. The bucket I run on this tractor is only a 60-inch bucket, so this is a little bit narrower than the bucket. It provides a little bit of protection for the loader arms, which I wanted. I didn't want to go any narrower than this. I didn't want the brush and junk that I'm going into wrapping around and hitting the tractor's loader arms. So that width is a little bit advantageous in my opinion. These teeth are amazingly sharp. I can't believe how sharp they are. I mean, they'll pick your gloves. Also, these teeth on the arms are as well. I'll have to see how those do with hanging up brush. They may be an issue. If they are, I'll just smooth them down a little bit with a disc grinder or a file. But I'm glad they're there. I think they'll be good for ripping out stuff and hanging on to things. So that's it for now. Stay tuned for a video of me operating this Grapple. We'll do a little demonstration of it, and I'll continue talking about it over the next few months or whatever, whenever I have a chance. This tractor, I tell you, is like the hydraulic masterpiece. It has of course it has the backhoe on it. It's hydrostatic. It has a loader. It has third function now, and it has the Grapple. So the only other thing I could add to it hydraulic wise is remotes, and I really don't need those because I run a backhoe on it all the time. So anyway, lots of hoses and lots of connections, but it should be a really good machine for ripping out trees and bushes and that are in the woods there. I've got to improve my walnut stand and plant some more. So until next time, thanks for watching Project King videos. Please click subscribe, leave comments, share with your friends, and we'll be back again.